Okay, this is my switch plate HHO Generator Part 1 or Beta test. I've got a 13 plate configuration. Went to Lowe's, bought some stainless steel switch plates, used some shower pane gasket. As you can see, I'm running positive and a negative, and then I got 11 neutral plates. The next configuration, I'm going to put positive in the middle, neutral on the ends, and try to increase my amperage. My end plates are just cutting boards, like $2.50 at Walmart. Using stainless steel bolts and washers and nuts to hold it all together. Using 1/4 inch plastic tubing. Cheap, $2.50 on clearance at Walmart. Tank. Now, so far, I got 2 leaks. Or actually, I'm leaking a little bit of water. I don't know if you can see it. A little bit of water coming out of here. It's not much, just a little drop every now and again. I don't think my epoxy was quite set up when I started running my test. So I'm going to have to shut her down, re-epoxy it, make sure I get a good seal. Now I got another leak right here. A little bit of water right there. It's running down and dripping right there. A little bit of water. But this is feeding my tank. I got a knob, I can shut it on and off if I want to. It's feeding my HHO generator. As you can see, I'm outputting here into the top. This is my gas. It's running down through there into my bubbler. I've got a water level indicator here. As you can see, my water level is right at the top. The idea being, behind that being, when the water level in the tube drops, I can see where the water is, so if I need to add water, I can go back and add water. Screw cap on the top with just plumber's tape to seal it, so I can screw it back off and put more water in. Pipe coming out into a 1/2 inch check valve that I picked up from Lowe's. Trying to build my own flowback arrestor. Now, I don't know if this is going to work in case of a blowback through the tube. I'm just testing right now. So far it's doing what it's supposed to do. As you can see, I've got pressure in the tank up there. See how it's bulging? So I've got a pressurized system, even though I do have a few little leaks, but they're on the water side, so if I'm drawing any air, it's not a whole lot. Now eventually what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out in the yard and get me about 30 foot of pipe or 30 foot of hose, pressurize the system and light it and see if this valve actually works. I have a bad feeling that it's going to go boom, but we'll have to wait and see. I might end up just going ahead and ordering a real flowback arrestor off eBay I checked Lowe's and Home Depot and Atwood's, and I could not find any flowback pressurized valves at all. This is the only thing I could find, and it's really made for water or liquid, not gas. This is my output. As you can see, I'm not putting out a whole lot, but I am putting out. So I can get that over here. Why am I not putting out a whole lot? I'm not really sure how much. I got to build me a measuring device next to get some bottles or something. But I'm using this power supply out of a computer. Now, if you look here, it says I can get 9 amps at 12 volts. I don't know if I'm actually pulling 9 amps. I don't have a pulse width modulator, so I don't know how many amps. Now I've got this Greenlee here. It's got amperage, but it's AC amps. As you can see, all it tells me is I'm reading 0.2 amps. Now I hooked this up to my truck out of the battery lead coming out, and it was reading 3 to 5 amps coming out of the battery lead, the DC battery lead on my truck. So I assumed that this was going to give me an amperage reading, but either I'm not pulling enough amps for this thing to pick it up, or I got to get me a better amp meter. I want to get me an inline amp meter so I can actually see how many amps I'm pulling, because I don't think that I'm pulling the amps that this particular configuration can pull. I am getting gas. My system is pressurized. I'm getting output. But I don't think I'm hitting the capacity of my system. Next, I'm gonna go to a different system. Right now I've got 11 neutral plates and a positive and negative. Next, I'm gonna split the difference, put my positive lead in the middle and put negative on the outside, and see if I can draw any more current that way. But there she is. HHO 1.0, I guess. Not bad for, $50 at Walmart. I mean, between Walmart and Lowe's to get all the stuff. So, I'm going to reconfigure it and try to pull more amps and get an amp meter, and then shoot another video. And hopefully get some output measurements next time.